Sometimes it's best to just stay down. I know that's odd advice from a life coach or a coach of any kind, but sometimes it really is best to just stay down. I share more in my blog this week that you can see in a previous post. But here's the thing, the last 2 years have been really hard on all of us. It's been just one thing after another. The world was changing every 2 minutes, the rules changed all the time. We were constantly trying to keep up. I'm in what we call a mastermind. It's a group of people that help each other keep going. And we all decided in March of 2020 that or March of 20, yeah, I guess it was March of 2020, that we were going to make it through and we were going to keep our businesses running. And consequently, we all pushed through the last 2 years. Our businesses have all grown and it's a really great news story. But a lot of us now are just feeling exhausted. I'm hearing it from leaders that I coach as well. It's just that feeling where we can't seem to push ourselves to get up again. And it's really important that we take the time and stay down. And what I mean by that is just give yourself the space for your emotions to run through you. Breathe. For myself, I allowed for this weekend that I just rested. Now, I did do a few things that I actually really enjoy doing. I got some weeding done. I raked our yard because we were a little behind in doing that. And I went out and bought some plants for my garden that I'll hopefully plant this week. We have a little greenhouse so we can handle the cooler weather. And all of that are things I enjoy doing. They're very calming exercises and they're things that just let my emotions run through me. And there's been a lot in the last couple of years. Now, if you are a leader, I suggest you do this with your team as well. When I worked for companies where we might have had a loss, someone passed away, we would always bring in a counselor and we'd actually have the time to sit down and talk through how everyone was feeling about this loss. This happened twice in my career, and both times the counselors were pretty amazing. And we allowed our employees to walk through their feelings. We need to do this with other things though, too. A death is a pretty obvious one, but sometimes maybe we don't meet a goal, or maybe we're not getting, or maybe we didn't accomplish what we planned to accomplish that month, or our business is slowing a little. All of those things we need to work through as well. Our tendency is to just keep going and keep pushing and try and push through it. But the reality is sometimes you need to just sit in it. So as a leader, let your team sit in it. Let them talk about it. Let them learn the lessons. If we don't take that time and just sit with it, we don't learn the lesson. So as always, I'm happy to do a 20-minute call with you. They are free. They are no obligation. If this or anything else that you need to talk about around leadership, I'm quite happy to have those discussions. I will post that in the chat. There'll be a link in the chat. And just as an FYI, the Leading with Ease course, which I'll be talking about more in the coming weeks, is also already on the site. We're starting again in September. It is an 8-week course, and we walk through some main pieces of leadership. So I'll put the link to that also in the chat, or in the comments. Have a wonderful week, and we will talk to you again next week.